Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to another video. My name's Anorak, you can call me Zed, and today, we are in Dead by Daylight. However, our Wi-Fi connection right now is, spotty at best. So, we may end up accidentally disconnecting. Uh-oh, there's already someone close by. Gonna make sure it doesn't get too close. Oh, froze for a moment. My mouse isn't doing anything. I just hit Vault and nothing happened. Oh, okay. Lovely. As I said before, my Wi-Fi connection's pretty spotty right now because today is open house at the college I'm at. And I think that means a lot of people are connecting to the Wi-Fi and it's slowing it down quite a bit. Now, technically, I could record tomorrow. However, I also really don't want to do so, because tomorrow I have quite a bit of work to get done. Yep, as you can see, connection was lost. So I don't think we're going to be playing Dead by Daylight today. Instead, I'm going to try and find an offline game we can all enjoy. So guys, because we have to have an offline day today, due to poor Wi-Fi, I think we're going to play a very fun game that I enjoy called The Void Rains Upon Her Heart. So, I already play this on my own, and I have about 37% completion. However, just to show you guys how it's like at the very start, I am going to start a brand new file, File 4, and that is going to be specifically just so we can all get the gist of what's going on. So we're going to start off in Light Rain, because I already know how this goes. And, you guys get to experience everything with me. The very start here, definitely kind of mean, but, it's also a lot of insecurities talking, and there are quite a bit of monsters. Now, if you've never heard of The Void Rains Upon Her Heart before, I'm not very surprised. It's not a super popular game, but, who was it? There was one YouTuber I was watching a little while ago who, did a lot of playthroughs of it for a while. And that's why I ended up actually installing it. Now, this game, very, very fun, and it's essentially just a boss rush the entire time. It's boss battle after boss battle after boss battle. So first we're going to, okay, so let me explain. The boss battles are kind of essentially the main character loving the monsters. Pretty much showing them love and things like that. And, how do I describe it? I'm not sure how to describe it, actually. You guys can read the text if you want. I'm not going to actually be, reading everything out loud, because I don't like reading character text boxes out loud, but, either way, just going to get through this. And, let me just go ahead and skip over all this dialogue. I'm not actually skipping it. I'm just letting it run so you all can read it. And let's see. And here's our very first battle. So, they're going to explain this, although I personally already know. So, this is essentially, basic setup for boss battle. We have our heart over here on the left and the monster over on the right. And, in just a moment, the heart there, which is us, will start shooting automatically. Now, we move with arrow keys, and there are two other things we can do here. Well, three of them. The first, we haven't actually unlocked the ability to do any of them yet, I guess. So, hold on. Let's go ahead. And, it's not just us shooting the monsters. Monsters shoot us as well. And the only part that actually matters if we get hit is that small circle, like they're saying. So, let's just go ahead and hurry this up just a moment. And here we go. Because this is one of the early fights and a tutorial, the actual attack patterns are not difficult. However, in the later stages, they definitely can be. Now, I am kind of worried about having a battle like this. Well, not a battle, but like playing a game like this, because last night I sunk 2 hours into it and thought only about like 10 minutes had passed. So that's fun. But as they're explaining right now, we can do something called focus. And it essentially slows you down, but it makes you more precise in your movements. So if we just go through here, it wants us to focus, I want to say, for all 6 of these moves. Not moves, attacks. There we go. And I personally don't use focus very much, although I definitely do see how it's useful, you know? So, we've gotten to 30% HP reduction. And now we get something I do use constantly, which is charge shots. I say constantly, not really. It depends on if I have enough space and time to do stuff. So, let's go ahead here. And it's just, you know, hold down Z, and you'll stop shooting for a certain amount of time, but it will result in a powerful charged attack. Now, because we aren't getting actually, you know, hit here, I'm just gonna not do anything really. Now, I'm just going to wait until the second one refills here. Okay, there we go. And you know, charge shots help break certain obstacles, which is very, very useful. Because most monsters have breakable parts. And these breakable parts, you know, kinda just give us little bonuses, and also refill charge shots. So, see, we can break these, and it will stop the attack. But also, when we break it, you can see we're gaining back energy from the charge shot. Alright. 40% fear remaining. Heart has one more ability, called Panic Attack. You know, yeah, I think the panic attacks are a very fun concept. And, you know, you only have a limited amount, displayed right underneath the health bar, as they're saying, along with our energy. So, alrighty. And panic attacks will just delete all bullets and deal massive damage. Now, as they're saying, final lesson. Some monsters have this thing called, as they're saying, full arena attacks, I just think AoE pretty much, where they electrify the air. And if you stay outside these little safety bubbles that you can see we're in, you know, you'll just take damage. So, if we go ahead and, you know, stay right here, we're doing quite a bit. But then we have to move up or down in order to actually, you know, break these. And we are allowed to step out of the safety bubble for a short amount of time. So, because this is just a tutorial, I'm not really thinking too hard about it. But if this were like an actual boss, I'd probably take it a lot more serious, you know? And there we go. We've defeated the very first boss. Very simple, but this is also the introduction. So, you know, the monsters are actually okay afterwards, and now they're friendly. So, we're going to end up exiting this little introduction thing. And now we get to choose an actual monster to fight. Now, you also get little gift things afterwards, and those are pretty much bonuses for your run. I'm gonna go with the level 2, solely because I've actually played through this quite a bit. And we get to fight Rendy. Very silly. So, as you can see, there are actual attack patterns here. And Rendy has 4 breakable parts, which are her legs. So, we just got to dodge all the bullets, including the ones that come up from the ground. And we just have to shoot legs. Now, those little seed pods she drops, you can break those as well, and it can be useful to them, but it's not necessary, you know? So, just gonna deal some damage, and move up. So when they have that yellow bar there, you can't lose your combo. Ooh, I haven't actually explained combos yet, have I? Okay, so in battles, you have a little combo, which is just pretty much how long can you keep up the attacks. And it's counted by that little white bar you see above the monster's fear meter, which is their health. That little white bar will pretty much say how much time you have left to hit the monster before your combo will break. And charge shots, because they take time to literally charge, you are at the risk of losing your combo if you aren't very good about timing it, you know? So, you know, combos are really only useful for getting this little thing that's called tetrads. We haven't actually gotten one yet, because we normally would get one, or at least part of the way towards one after beating monster, but I guess we just don't get one for the introduction. I don't know. Either way, we're going to finish fighting Rendy here in just a moment. Alright. There we go. And we get a little dream fulfillment, which are the achievements, pretty much. So, we got the Quick Might as our gift, so we can move around faster now. And we get these things called Karma, which dictate, you know, what sort of gifts we get and how strong the monsters are. And these are tetrads. They are used as a sort of currency. So, yep, these are called power gifts. So, you know, they now have different rarities, things like that. And they automatically activate here. So, I'm mainly skipping through this dialogue since they're kind of understandable to, you know, understand. I don't know what I was trying to say there, but, you know, each monster will give some gift, typically. They won't always, and you know, here we can see some of the rewards we get for these achievements. This first one is just a music track. Second one is a new power gift. Third is a new monster. And now you see here, we have 3 choices. All of them have different gifts. These 2 are both level 2, you're level 3, and both of them have 2-star gifts. I'm going to go for the level 2 because it's the lowest level for the highest reward. And we go up against Dot. A very, very fun monster to fight in my opinion. But as I was saying before, you know, we get little achievements for doing things, which makes sense, right? However, these achievements are what works towards the percentage number of the game. And I want to say there are well over 700 achievements, I think. So, you know, we aren't going to get super far in achievements today. And we may or may not end up playing some more of Void Rains Upon Heart eventually. It's probably just going to be saved for days when we cannot play anything else. So, like today, when the Wi-Fi is bad. So, just going to make sure I deal some damage here. And you see we can break the petals on Dot, but we can also break these little things at the very end. As you can see by the fact they keep getting worse and worse for wear. So if I just stand here, as you can see, that one broke. And now we just destroyed the vine as well. And now, Dot is electrifying the air. Congrats! We have beat our second monster. Got more tetrads, and we're going to get another gift. And here we get max health plus 3 and a full heal, because you will take damage most of the time. And let's see here, I'm gonna go with this one. And we have Lila, one of my least favorite monsters to fight. And it's not because Lila's like a poorly made boss battle. It's just annoying. You know? So a lot of monsters, okay, as you can see there, got hit, and I lost my combo, because when you get hit, you do lose your combo. But Lila's kind of weird to me, because a lot of monsters, if they're moving around the screen a lot, they get that little yellow bar to signify, hey, you won't lose your combo. Lila doesn't, until she moves across the screen like that. And I think that's just kind of odd, But, oh well. It's just a personal thing. Also, Lila's attack patterns are kind of really weird. But I'm just going to attack her right now. Just make sure to dodge these guys. Okay. And, you know, there isn't a whole bunch to do right now. Because we're mostly just dodging. And I think, as I said before, I don't really use the focus mode all that much. So, if you've noticed I haven't been doing that, it just isn't useful for me. Anyway, just gonna deal some damage here. Alright, there we go. We've defeated Lila. Dramatic things there. But Void Raiders upon our heart is one that I really love. So now we have Anchor, so the heart shots will move with us, rather than being staggered based on where they were shot. And the heart rate increases how fast we shoot hearts, so we'll shoot more hearts in the same amount of time now. And each run will have, like, I want to say it's 3 chapters, maybe? And as they're explaining, they're going to talk about karma, you know? We increase the chance of high gifts. We also increase the chance of more monsters. And, you know, higher levels give us more karma. Let me just get through this. It's pretty much just, you know, if you go for weak monsters, more weak monsters will show up. If you go for strong ones, more strong ones will show up. Alright. Chapter 2, on to the darkness. We're going to go for the level 3 here, just so we can get some higher level monsters in the future. And Kenry's an interesting fight for me, because if you haven't noticed, the little safety bubbles actually shrink. And the only way to make them grow again is to destroy these little bubbles here. Not bubbles, orbs, is what I think they're called. But as you can see, our hearts are moving with us rather than staying where they would be normally. So, let's just go ahead and keep fighting here. Okay. So, we managed to destroy her orb. I'm gonna shoot this one next. Make our little safety areas even bigger. And we lost our combo. Also, occasionally, I think it's just a problem with my keyboard or something, but occasionally I'll do a move and it will just continue on even after I've stopped pressing the keys. Definitely not a fault of the game, it's something to do with my keyboard. Not exactly sure what, but I need to figure that out soon. Because it has caused a problem in some runs. That one was just solely me. Me running into that was just my fault, totally. So, I'm just going to go ahead and use a panic attack to try and deal some massive damage there. And, you know, we're almost done with this fight here. There we go. We defeated our next boss. Things are going well. And every time you defeat a boss, the next time they show up in the choice of monsters, you'll actually get to see what monster you have. And these little helpers are essentially mini hearts that just shoot in the other direction. Well, not always in the other direction, but they shoot for you, so you don't have to. Ah. That was a mistake on my part, because I was trying to do one of the monster challenges. Because a lot of monsters have individual challenges. And one of the ones for this monster is stay in place for, I think it was 15 seconds, without getting hit at all. So let me just think, okay, if I stay here. Haven't gotten hit yet. Although I'm not sure if it actually is in place right now yet, or if that's something you're supposed to unlock later. Ah, it was not. Well, because I hadn't achieved that on my main file, I also got the Steam achievement for it, so this did really help out just now. However, it doesn't actually increase my percentage of completed things in my main file, which is a little unfortunate, but it does mean I'm getting closer and closer to actually, 100%ing the game, eventually. I think on Steam I have about 40% of all the achievements. Which is not a lot. And now I also want to break this bottom shell here. So let me just do this. Ah, we didn't quite break that bottom shell. Oh well. And as you can see, our health is really low right now, but luckily, we got a heal 25%. Nice. Get more tetrads there. And now we have some options. I'm going to go all the way to the level 6 one, which is Umbrella. And Umbrella has some very funky attacks, which pretty much act as rain. Just go back here. Yep. As you can see, some of the bosses are definitely more difficult than others, with their attack patterns being kind of very funky. Some of them move around quite a lot. However, we haven't actually had any that I consider major issues yet. That's mainly just because a lot of the early monsters aren't all that bad. And you kind of just eventually get used to most of the attack patterns. Not all of them though, some of them are really, really weird. But we just get through all that, we get on to second phase. And some monsters will have second phases, others won't. Some will have more than 2 phases. I know one monster that I'm thinking of has 5 phases. But, kind of unimportant, just trying to get through this right now. Ooh, as you can see, we just got hit there because I couldn't dodge that really well. I'm just going to use another panic attack there, do some massive damage. But now we're completely out of panic attacks and we can't use them anymore. Alright. But places like this is probably where focus would be the best, where I have to do a lot of tight movements. The problem is I just really don't like focus because I'm used to being able to move fast. So having to move far slower, even if it is more precise, is very difficult for me. Alright, we are almost done here. Just a few more bits to go. Like there. We just defeated Umbrella. And we get a new dream unlocked, don't remember what it is, but this increases our health, and whenever our health increases, it almost always will heal for that amount. So our max health goes up by 2, so we also get healed for 2. Max energy goes up by 2, so our little charge shots, can shoot more often. And energize is just how fast our charge shots regenerate. We also get more tetrads here. Okay, we got a new type of gift called bonus gifts. They're kind of fun to me, and bonus gifts do also automatically take effect, but they're typically, you get a panic attack or you heal, as they show here. And, we can have a little preview of what sort of gifts they offer. And, just going to skip through this, because a lot of this is just flavor text. And don't get me wrong, very, very good dialogue. I like it a lot. And let's see. Yep, because we loved a level 4 or higher monster, we can now get the heavy rain difficulty. And now we can spend tetrads, because we have 7. Get a new song. And now we have some monsters. We could fight the level 8 and guarantee recover full health. Could do the level 8 to recover half. Or the level 6 to recover half. I'm going to go for the level 6. And here we're fighting Kiwi. Very silly monster in my opinion. But also kind of difficult with the, bullet storms. Just dodge those. Yep. As you can see, some of the monsters are definitely more difficult than others. However, luckily for ones like Kiwi that move around the screen, they typically will have... Oh, I did not move away in time. Oh well. That's something called heartbreak. You know. Very fun. We get to hear some awful things being said, but it's also... She'll repair it. She always has. But now if we go to collection... Hold on just a moment. We have to wait through all this. We got new information. Now, we get to talk about Tetrads. Very silly to me. You know, Tetrads form when fear is crystallized. And that's, you know, the little flakes, as they say, that fall off monsters. So when things break, they give us little flakes that turn into Tetrads. I think they're called, yeah, they're called motes, as they have here. And, you know, different monsters will give different types of motes. So as I say, viral monsters will always have purple motes. And they automatically get refined into Tetrads. And Tetrads are used for radiating. Don't worry, it's not actual radiation. You know, we aren't having nuclear fallouts here. But if you radiate a card, either a monster or a gift, you'll actually get to see what they are next time you go up against them. Or specifically for a monster, you'll get to see what they attack with, what they're good defense against, and what they're really weak to. So, if I just go ahead and skip forward a bit, we have two options right now. Well, three technically, but two options right now, which are monsters and power gifts. So if we go to monsters, we can radiate Umbrella, and that will show us Umbrella's attack, defense, and weakness. And if we go to power gifts, we could get Bright Paint or Fungal Spark. However, we could only really get one, because you see, yellow Tetrads are kind of in short supply right now. I personally like going for gifts more than monsters, but I'm just going to go ahead and just do this one just for now. And if we go to story, go here, we could go up to heavy rain. Well, let's just stay on light rain for now. And we can fight a new monster. Or we could fight Dot again. I'm going to go for a new monster though. And here we have Vitria. And Vitria is a monster that's really weird with attacks, but not as weird as one of them is. We'd have to fight them so I could actually tell you what I'm talking about, but one of the monsters has an attack that I hate so much. Ah, darn it. I didn't realize I was about to get hit. Either way, just going to get through this battle. But as you can see, some of the monsters have really odd attack patterns, you know? It does mean, though, that every fight is going to be interesting. So, let's get through this. Alright. We've almost beat her. We got hit again. And again, because I was not paying attention at all. Although, granted, if I check the time, we probably don't have much time left. No, we do not, actually. Okay. Well, either way, you know, our little bonus gift was +3 karma, and I did not actually see what our main gift was. However, once we get through this, it just is pretty much talking about, hey, want to get a high score by having a combo. And, just going to skip through this because I've already explained all of this. There we go. And if we go to check heart, we can look at our active gifts, and we can see we got dry fruit. Nice. As I said though, don't think we have a lot of time, so I'm just going to go ahead. Ooh, okay. This is one of the ones that I can tell you a lot about. Well, not a lot. Burning Viral is one of the viral monsters, which are really, really weird to me. The viral monsters are just kind of blobs, but also elements. Either way, we're probably going to purposefully die here in just a moment, just so we can wrap up today's video. I personally really love Void Rains Upon Our Heart, and I hope that some person watching might give it a chance. But you know, if you don't, perfectly understandable, not all games are for everyone. You know, if you enjoyed today's video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, really helps out the channel. I am sorry though, I couldn't do a Dead by Daylight video like I normally would. But this is going to be the end of it for me for today. As I already said, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Goodbye!